Hey everyone, Alan Bauer here in Bay City, Michigan. And let's talk about residual income today. What is residual income and what can it do for us? So you hear a lot of people talk about, residual income, and they talk about, like people understand when you go to work, you trade your time for dollars. So like I know if I go to work, a lot of us go to work, say 40 hours a week, you know how much you're getting an hour, or maybe you're, a salaried person and you get X amount, and then, they don't expect you just to work 40, they probably expect you to work 60 or more. I know some people are working like crazy hours. Um, or maybe you own a business. I know some people that are very successful business owners, and they're working like 100 hours a week. That's still not residual income. Residual income would be like if you didn't show up to work tomorrow. Is your paycheck going to stop? Residual income keeps coming in whether you work or not. So that's what we have here at CTFO. Karen and I have built up a residual income in the business, and I mean it's a pretty good income. For some people, it could be an income that's higher than their full time income. Now Karen and I split it, so am I just going to quit my job right now? I'm still building it up. I want to build this up. Our goal is to become debt free. But here's the really cool thing about it. Those paychecks on this residual income, they come in every week, whether we work the business or not. Some weeks are higher than others. We've had some extremely good weeks. We've had some lower weeks, but I mean, we have been paid every single week. We joined January 2nd, 2018. So how do you build a residual income? Well, what you're doing is you can get paid off your own efforts. Like I can still go out there and I sell CBD. Occasionally, somebody local, could be friends, family, people that know me, just people in the local area. I do put a Google ad on. You can Google CBD here in Bay City, Michigan, and you're going to see our website come up. So we do come up on that. So people call in there, and sometimes they just want to buy a bottle or a couple bottles or whatever they're going to buy, and we sell that and we make a retail profit on it, and it can be nice. But the real residual income is not just me going out and selling, but it's going out there and building a team. So now you have people on the team, and when we look at our numbers on the team, I don't know, it's over 5,600 people right now. But that does, I know some people say, well, that counts your PSPs, and I'm not going to get into all that, but basically we get paid multiple times on people. Uh, Say, like we recruit somebody and we actually it's like opening another business. I can get paid like, I don't know, 10, 12 times on some people, not just paid once on them, but depending on how I personally recruit, that's a whole nother video there. But we get paid multiple times on people that we bring into our organization, and it really adds up. I mean, it can be a lot of extra money just from not doing anything. I mean, really, what do I do for this business right now? I do, my goal is a video a day. That's it. I mean, that takes about 10 minutes out of my life. I mean, I think about this in my head. A lot of times I may make some notes, but a lot of times I just kind of come up here and go off what my thoughts are. So what's the purpose of having a residual income? Well, one, if you're hurt and you can't work at your job and you don't have disability insurance, how are you going to get paid? I mean, you're going to run out of money. For most people, most Americans, they don't have enough to make it past a couple of months. And, the nice thing about residual income, let's say you were laid up and you couldn't work, those checks still keep coming in all the time. So that's one of the beautiful things about it. Here's the other thing is residual income is not only about money. The real important thing to me is time. Because the one thing we can never get back, like I can always go make more money. Making money is easy. I mean, I can go out and get a job like I'm doing this Medicare thing right now and just, bust my butt. But I'm working a lot of long hours. I'm trading a lot of hours, but I am getting money off it. So, I mean, money is easy to make, but I can never get that time back. Do I want to work 12, 14 hours a day, 7 days a week for like 2 months in a row? Not really. I mean, I would rather be on vacation somewhere with Karen right now. My dream, one of my dreams is to be able to just hop in the car, pack it up with clothes and everything, and just like travel all over the US. So if we get to that point where we have a residual income that we can both live on, and we're going to pay all of our bills off, become completely debt free. I'm not about buying, big fancy houses and cars and everything. I just want to be totally debt free and have enough money coming in where we could do that. So that would be like a big dream of mine. Just get in the car and say, okay, let's go drive here. And we stop and we stay there for a while. And we go all over the US. And it'd be really cool to stop in at teams that are out there that are, in our organization, and go hold a class for them. Go meet people all across the U.S. or even into Canada. We have Canadian team members. We have not Canadian team members, and I'm going to say we have members over in the U.K. How cool would it be to have enough money and that time freedom just to get on a plane and go over to the U.K. and meet some of the great people that we have on our team over there, and do a little meet and greet in a class, and just get to meet people, help them, show them how to grow their business. That's my real passion in life. I'd like to know that we have that money coming in. Here's the other thing too. Let's say you have a loved one that has an illness. Like I look back, like when my parents, both of them died from cancer. I was still working. It's like we took, excuse me, we took some time off work. But like when my mom died, she died in the middle of a flight. I was flying from the U.S. Over to Iraq. So when I landed, it's like I found out that she passed away while I was on the flight, and I just talked to her before I left. And there's nothing you can do. I mean, death is inevitable. It's going to happen to all of us. But wouldn't it be cool to be able to spend those last moments with somebody, not having to worry about a job or income, knowing that you could just take that time and spend that with your loved ones before they pass on? To me, that's what it's all about. It's about having time to make memories with people, no matter where we're at in our stage of life. And that's what I'm passionate about, is the residual income. And I want to see other people do that, because I see so many people struggling. I've been there in my life where I've had a lot of money, and I've been there where I've been, dead broke and wondering what I'm going to do. I mean, I've always came out of it. I want to see people get ahead. Everybody's just kind of treading water. They got their head above water, trying to stay afloat. And, you finally make a little bit more where you're at. And then it's like something happens, something breaks down. You got to fix a car, or furnace goes, or whatever, or kids have expenses, or you end up in the hospital or medical or something. It would just be nice to keep that money flowing in. So think about residual income, and what would you do? What would you do if you had that residual income? Think about what you would do if you could pay off all your bills. You're completely debt free. You owned a house outright. You had no mortgage payment. You owned your car outright. Everything you own it. You don't owe the bank or a credit card company or any creditor anything. Now you're still going to have your insurance and taxes and stuff like that, and your food and your normal utilities and stuff. You can never get away from that. But just think, if you had everything paid off right now, even if you still worked at your job, all that income coming in, just think how much you could save. And this is a way to do it. I mean, with this money from CTFO, you can become debt free, which is what we're working on. We want to have that money, pay off the debt, get to the point where we're debt free, save up some money, start investing, have money for retirement. But what's really cool about this, like if you retire from most places today, you don't have a pension. Unless you work for some type of government, federal government, state government, some of the city, local governments, they have pensions, or some of the big companies do. But even then, I mean, you have to wait till, I don't know, what, you're 60, 65, 70, And then the problem is a lot of people, they're run down by then, and all these things they want to go out and do, their body and health just isn't there. So that's what I really love about this company too. We're not only about the making money and having the wealth to do things, but also about the health. And our products are health products, like the keto to help you lose weight, get in better shape. The CBD helps your body all over for everything. Just it's all about getting that health and then making the money. So think about the residual income. How much do you need? I mean, and then can you imagine, like, you get to the point where even if you didn't show up, just say, I'm not going to go work for a month. I'm just going to drop off the face of the earth for a month, and you come back a month later and your team is still growing and it's bigger and your checks are going up. That's the kind of momentum you can get to with this company. So I just wanted to throw that out there. Think about it. I mean, it's not just about trading hours for dollars. I know a lot of people, maybe they go out, get a second income, something like that, but then you can do that with this company and it keeps paying you. There are some businesses like insurance, you can get renewals, but you still got to go out and service those customers and everything. With here, what's cool about it, people keep ordering, you still have those residuals, you have people building teams under you. We don't even know all the people on our team. I mean, we got like 5,600 spots out there. I mean, that's growing. It's just incredible. When we started, I mean, it was just us. We had a few friends that we brought in, and a lot of the people, we have a couple of people that we brought in initially, but a lot of those people bailed out. They didn't do anything with the business. You know, it is what it is, but it keeps growing, and we're still looking at growing this thing. And I mean, as long as I can take a breath on this earth, I plan on growing this business. I'm passionate about it. We can still travel, vacation. I can do videos. How cool would it be to be out in Colorado Springs or Manitou Springs? We want to take a vacation there and just do a video up in the mountains, or go to the Grand Canyon, or go visit the coast off California, like out in Monterey where I used to live before. Just be on the ocean, or go down to Florida. I've never been to Florida yet. It's the only state I've never been. There's things I want to do, and we could still do the business from everywhere because it's mobile. You can just operate it right off this phone. That's all I have right here. Shooting these videos is a phone. I could do it like that. I could bring my laptop, my iPad, whatever. This is a business you can do anywhere in the world where you have a connection. So that's all I want to talk about today. Think about the residual income and what it could really do for you. Drop me a line here. What would you do if you had that residual income? What would be different about your life? Would you do the same thing, or would you do some things different? For me, I know it'd be different. So that's all I got. Thanks, and see you tomorrow.